and Boyer.
They want to try.
Run single file.
They're all wanting to go, but everybody's just filling that spot, so they're not getting that opportunity.
David Regan hasn't won. Regan Smith, the rookie. Paul Menard is there. Tony Stewart has never won at Talladega in a NASCAR Sprint Cup car.
He's going to have to do a lot of blocking right here. They've got to run on him. Got to run.
Here they come.
I can't go down there and do that, though.
Actually, I think it's legal on the last lap. He might have got it right there. I think it's legal on the last lap. We're looking next door to see.
Below the yellow line. It was below.
We still haven't got an indication, but it looks like Regan Smith won this race.
Why would it be legal on the last lap?
That's what they were
187.
You heard Tony Stewart, some of those guys commenting on you can't go below the yellow line to make that pass. There's Tony inside the car. We are waiting to get definitive information from NASCAR.
He definitely passed below the yellow line pretty much the whole way.
John Darby, Mike Hilton are having a discussion.
We'll see. Good effort.
Here's the replay again. Watch a 0-1.
And he got forced down there. I mean, Tony Stewart actually forced him down a little bit.
Well, yeah, if you're going to consider that he only, yeah.
They are saying Tony Stewart has won the race. Tony Stewart is the official winner here at Talladega. They would not allow that pass below the yellow line.
That's the only way that can be. You can't go. You can't race one way for 187 laps and change on the last lap. You have to be able to take the same deal. Great win for Tony Stewart and his team.
And the 43 race winless streak for Tony Stewart ends on a wild afternoon at Talladega, Alabama.
Well, you got to hand it to Regan Smith. He gave it all he had. That's the only shot he had.
Well, yeah, no, that's there for a reason. So you have to make the move to the outside. I mean, you know, obviously the rule's in place for a reason, and so you know he gave it a shot. But you know, again, it forces you to make that move to one side, and it would have been interesting to see. He had a run if he could have taken that to the outside.
Yeah, he did have a little bit of a run, and if he takes it to the outside, it looked like he was going to. He actually tried to fake Tony to the outside.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's going to be his argument that Tony forced him there.
And he does have somewhat of an argument. I guess,
yeah.
You know, it depends on how you look at it.
Let's check in where Shannon is caught up with his crew chief.
That's right, winning crew chief Greg Zipadelli. Tony Stewart's last race here at Talladega is in the 20 car and his first win. How meaningful is this to you?
I can't even explain it. After the year we've had and what we went through on Friday, it's just, I don't know, I even know what to say. I'm just so proud of everybody. Joe Gibbs Racing, proud of all my guys, proud of all the guys that came over and helped us get this car back the way it was. It was a team effort. We had people from the 18, people from the 11. We flew people down early. Proud of everybody. And we win at Talladega. I don't know what to say. This is cool. I love these places. They just, they've been good to us. They just haven't been great. And just proud of everybody. I mean, I can't, I don't know what to say.
Well, one thing is for sure, it's going to be an emotional victory lane.
Tony Stewart's 20th trip to Talladega. He had finished second 6 times, and he almost finished second again, but it was not to be because the rules are the rules, and they would not allow Regan Smith to go below the yellow line. You could go below if you're forced there, but you cannot advance your position. So Tony Stewart wins it. Let's go down to Mike.
And catching up now with Regan Smith. Take me through that last lap move.
Well, I knew I was going to get one shot at him, and Paul was back there pushing me. I backed it up a little bit going into 3, and I knew where I was going to make my move at. And I don't know. I always got told that the rule is if you get forced down there, then you're the winner of the race. On the last lap, anything goes. They always say it in the driver's meeting, and that's what I was going with. I got forced down there, man. I had a nose inside of him, and I could have piled up the whole field, and I guess that would have been a cooler finish. I don't know, but I'm proud of DEI. I'm proud of the Principal Fan Ownership Group. Everybody on this team. ECR engines were awesome. It was a great day for us. We're trying to get this car funded for next year, and you know, second sucks. That's all I can say.
We don't know right now if you are second. NASCAR has not placed you yet. Where do you feel like you should be placed?
Doing burnouts out there right now.
You can tell the disappointment, but still there's reason to be excited about this run for Regan Smith and DEI. An awfully strong effort, Shannon.
Yeah, Mike, a tremendous effort by DEI down here with Paul Menard. Got to take me through that last lap. What was that like from your perspective?
Well, it was it's play racing, so it's hard to make a move. You know what I mean? Man, I thought Regan had that was cool to see him beat him to the line, but I guess he went underneath the yellow line or whatever. But you know, DEI horsepower, ECR engines. Very cool day for DEI, and I'm definitely looking forward to finishing out the year with the guys.
Yes, a tremendous weekend for DEI. All right, I got
Taylor Earnhardt Incorporated finishes second and third. David Regan finishes fourth for the second consecutive race at Talladega. He finished fourth here in the spring. Great run for the 6 car. Jeff Burton will come home fifth. His teammate Clint Boyer in sixth. Bobby Labonte, best run of the year for the King Richard Petty's car number 43, and Bobby Labonte, the former winner here. Scott Riggs, how about Riggs, finishing in 8th place. Robbie Gordon 9th, and Jimmy Johnson coming home in 10th. But it's all about smoke finally getting it done at Talladega. Jamie.
Oh, and it's a Gatorade bath as he prevails in victory lane. Tony, Greg Zipadelli, your crew chief, told me this morning the way this year has gone, he's been numb. There's been no feelings. What has it been like for you trying to get back to victory lane?
Yeah, I love you too, guys. Man, it's one thing to get back to victory lane, but to do it at Talladega, this is one of about 4 places I haven't won a cup race at, and man, talk about wanting to win. I've wanted to win here for so long. I got so many friends down here, and Red Farmer and Donnie Allison and all these fans, man. I mean, there's so much orange up there, and I know this hasn't been one of my favorite places on the fan side. You know, people haven't always liked me here, but this was for those guys up in the stands today.
Tony, take us through that last lap, especially the pass at the end. What was going through your mind?
Just don't get too big a gap behind me, and I knew with 3 DEI cars behind me it was going to be tough to hold on, but we got a really good push from Regan on the back stretch there, and I thought he was going to be able to stay on the bumper, and if he stayed there wasn't anybody going to get to us, but he got away from us there and got a gap, and he got a good run. Just had to try to protect at the end.
Congratulations, and 20 starts here at Talladega. Tony Stewart finally goes to victory lane.